morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to Morning Breath for Monday, April 27th, 2015. As you can see, we are here in beautiful La Jolla, California, right
Yep.
on the beach.
We're still on tour. This is our last day in San Diego, and
Yep.
so we figured that we wanted to film by the beach today.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
In our all black attire.
Yep. How
We just got done with the show.
appropriate.
So
Some guys just walk by. They're like, "Are you guys putting on a concert?" And we're like, "Well, no, but I guess we could."
yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, it's been really fun so far. We've had a bunch of really cool shows. Last night we had a great show at San Diego Cellars.
Yeah, we love that place.
It's downtown San Diego, nearby the airport. Super cool place. It's funny. It's the kind of first. I don't know. It feels like an indie winery to me. That's the only word I could kind of think of.
And yeah, we felt like it was a lot like us, you know?
Yeah.
Just these guys being creative and just set up their thing, and they're doing their thing, and it's
Yeah.
good. The product
Yeah, it
is
was
good,
really
so people
cool.
are responding.
And they make their own wine. They have amazing food and all that stuff. So
We're filming. You want to come
Yeah.
say hi? This is our new friend. He's been swimming. So, what's your name? This is John, everybody.
hi, John.
We're doing a video podcast. We post them about once a week. We're a band, so
Yeah.
yeah. We're called Whitherward. Yes, we are good.
Yeah. Well, that's subjective, but yeah, I think we are good.
Yeah, no, I guess. We don't know why there's cops on the beach. It's a quite eventful day going on. So, I don't know. We just pulled up here, and we're just...
I just saw them, had alcohol, and I just went in the water, and then I came and talked to you guys.
Huh.
Oh, I see what's happening.
So I'm chilling. Just
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Well, you're welcome to chill. We've got some topics we want to get to. We're talking about a gig last night, actually.
Yeah.
We were talking about, it was this really cool place because they did, they're like us, you know, they're an indie place, and they just popped up, and they were really cool, and we've talked about before in our podcast how nice this goes a really long way with us. So when
Yeah.
somebody's nice, you know, we respond, and we want to play there again.
Yeah,
So
for
we're
sure.
really excited to get back there in July. So definitely check them out.
Yeah, San Diego Cellars.
San Diego Cellars. Yeah.
And so.
Although I don't think you're 21, judging by the story you just told. Yeah, we're going to do a song in a little bit, actually. Just stick around. Be our audience. Hey, nice meeting you. Don't get in trouble with the cops. Swim away. That was Josh.
Nice guy.
We were his alibi, I'm pretty sure, just now. I don't know if you heard, but he said he was drinking and there were cops on the beach, so that's why he came over to talk to us.
That's fine.
Amazing.
Yeah. Although I don't know if he was in the shot
Never
or
a dull
not.
moment in Morning Breath. Anyway. God, what were we talking about?
Well, we were just mentioning San Diego Cellars. We
Oh,
can move
okay.
on to what we wanted to talk about today. Was just the streaming phenomenon, like just what we think about it, because you know we've heard both arguments. We've heard arguments for and against, and of course we had the very latest large against with Taylor Swift pulling all of her music off of Spotify. In defiance of their royalty payouts, I believe. And, we've talked with a bunch of friends about it, like, how, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? I mean, they pay a pittance, and I think everybody knows that now. From all of the legal battles the much publicized legal battles that Pandora's been through. I guess we just want to weigh in on what we think about streaming and having your music on services like Spotify and RDO and all that stuff. So what was your take on it? What is your take on it?
Well, I was, Ed and I were talking about this earlier, and And I actually really had to think about it because the thing is I am a Spotify user. I use it a lot. In fact, we and Ed uses
uses
Rdio. Yeah,
Rdio.
we that's how we get our music when we're on the road, and we're grateful for that.
Yeah.
I think that because I was kind of the Napster generation.
Yeah.
Ed and I both were like, I was a freshman in college when Napster was huge,
Same.
and I was using it all the time. I was like, this is amazing, and through time, we've talked about the evolution of, streaming, and then there was BearShare, and then there was iTunes, and people started paying for music again, and then there came Spotify. But I guess I'm just used to not paying for music, and so in some ways I'm used to people not paying for mine either.
Yeah.
The way that I have always hoped to get an income from music is through live shows. So at our shows, I hope that people actually buy our CDs then because they're there enjoying the experience. And often if they don't, they'll go stream us later and throw some money in the tip jar. I think that artists often make up. My point is that we can make up the loss and the hit that we're taking by streaming music in our live shows, and I think especially artists that are bigger than us, they're charging more for their shows and I'm happy to pay that price because I am a streamer. So my take on it right now in this moment, which might change, is that I'm okay with it as long as it's shifting around to other areas like the live performance thing. But I don't even know. I mean, and I don't know how they break that up with Spotify. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a formula somewhere. I'm not sure what it is, but
so that I don't know. I don't have an opinion on like whether that's fair or not. I mean, I know I pay $10 a month and I can listen to unlimited music. So how do you split that up between the artists? Who gets my dollar?
Hundreds of thousands of artists. Possibly, almost millions of artists on Spotify, on Spotify and Rdio and everything. When it's so easy to get your music there now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
What's your take on it, Ed?
Well, for me, I think it's worth it to have it up there, just because it is so ubiquitous now. Having streaming services and everybody does. That's how they listen to music. And for me, it all adds up. Like even the very, very small amount of money you get from it is a small amount of money that you wouldn't have before.
Yeah.
And you never know. Like this, all of the payouts and stuff, it's constantly being litigated. So that could change where they will have to pay out more, and you'll start getting more for streaming services. So I think it's worth it for the exposure. It's an easy way for people, especially on phones. Like it seems, especially, I should clarify that further, especially for iPhones and iPads, because it is still such a bitch to get your music onto an iPhone. If it's just a very convoluted system. If you want to buy it, you get a CD, you have to rip the CD and put it into your iTunes library, then sync it to your phone. A lot of people aren't going to bother with that many steps. They'll just find it on Spotify, or maybe if they have iTunes Match, which you still do get paid for. So I think having it on these services and having it on in as many places as possible can only help you. And I agree with you. Like the bulk of the money that we're making has been on tour, which is one of the reasons why we made our music Pay What You Want, is sort of to go along with the streaming services and with just the model of touring makes the money, and that seems to have borne out so far. So. And
I wonder, talking about this though, it makes me wonder if this is something I'm okay with just because it's something I'm used to. Like, I don't know what the right model is anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to do some research, and I'd have to look at the financials of of different artists and what they're making on tour versus what they were making just on their CD sales. If they are actually balancing it out, I don't know. It seems like we are
Yeah.
at the level we're at. But what if we get Taylor Swift huge one day, and everybody is just streaming our music and
Yeah. Though I think, to be fair, I think Taylor Swift did it more to as like a taking a stance, not
Oh.
necessarily because she wasn't
Yeah,
making any money.
She, she's
'Cause
plenty
she's
of
making
money.
a lot of money off of Spotify, but I think she was doing it just to prove a point. Like, look, you guys are screwing over artists, so I'm going to take away one of your biggest money makers, and that is streaming.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
And I think it's important that she did that.
Yeah, I think so.
Hi.
Hi.
How you guys doing? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's a nice
It's-
day to be tired.
It's
that's
we're
for
not
sure.
from here. We're musicians. We're talking to the cops. We're filming for our little for our morning breath.
Yeah,
I know,
that's for
right?
sure.
In a perfect spot.
Yeah.
So Wales?
Really?
No.
Ah.
Oh,
We
wow.
gotta check out the whales
That-
then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. We're gonna
probably.
zoom in. Thanks,
care,
guys.
guys.
This
Yeah,
is an
I
amazing
mean, all
episode.
kinds of friends today.
There's whales. There was Josh. There's cops. It's awesome. Anyway, so apparently we got to watch out for the whales.
Yeah, if you guys see them, let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to know what you feel about this too, because
Yeah.
I don't want to say that like I'm not gonna like take a definite stance on this one.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my opinion can change based on public opinion because
Yeah.
I don't really know. I mean, it doesn't bother me
Yeah.
that much. I know. I like having my music on Spotify. I think
Yeah,
it's
same.
fun. I like looking it up and being like, oh, cool, there's our 2 EPs up there.
Yeah, and people get a kick out of it too if they know you're on Spotify. They look you up and they see you there. They get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't mind.
You know,
it.
I wish though that they would do more of like a music discovery thing on there for artists like us.
I think the new service Tidal, as I read an article that they are going to start doing that to try and benefit, indie artists like us.
Yeah,
know.
because then it would be definitely worth our while. Like the
Yeah.
only way someone's going to find us on Spotify is we tell them to go there.
Yeah, exactly. But who's going to just discover us out of the blue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, if there was like a way to research genres and
Yeah.
sounds like you might like. I mean, I know they do that a little bit, but not for artists on our level.
Yeah, it
we're not
doesn't go
to appear
very
in
deep.
those things. Yeah.
It only goes a few rows deep, really, when you do similar artists on Spotify or on Rdio.
Yeah.
So, that would be nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our take on it. Yeah, let us know in the comments what you think. And the song for today is
Pencil and pen.
this is a cool one. This is one that we wrote a while ago, and you wrote a while ago, and it was sort of your foray into prog rock time signatures.
Yeah, I was sitting around writing this song, and I often fall into a hole where I
Yeah.
will do the same chords over and over again, and so I was sitting there in my bed trying to find a different way to do the chords so it would be a little bit more interesting. And we had been working with this drummer, Jaron Mossman. He's on all of our CDs. We talk about him all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So you probably know his name. But he is like a big fan of time signatures. And so Jaron popped in my head. And I'm like, what if I tried something different with that?
Yeah.
And so I did. And what's cool about it is you wouldn't know that it's in a weird time signature if I didn't tell you right now. It feels very natural.
Yeah.
But this signature, it's actually in 7. If you're a musician, you know what that means. If
Yeah.
you're not a musician, if it's in 4, most songs are in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then there's a waltz that goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is a mixture of both.
Yep.
It goes 4, then 3. And then I screw everything up and go back to the 2 I
Yeah,
don't know.
something like
It
that.
gets weird at some point. That was an accident. But it works, so we kept it. And then Ed kind of came in. We'd been listening to lots of Indigo Girls. And
Yeah.
I like made Ed listen to a whole freaking road trip of Indigo Girls, and I think our
That's
gig to
awesome.
like Golconda or something.
Yeah.
The whole way. And we're like, wow, it'd be really cool to kind of put in more. And we did it. We've done it before. We did it in Dream is Sleeping.
Yep.
Where we have, the main vocal, and then there's another part going along with it. And so we wanted to do more of that. And so we added that into this song. Ed added his part into the chorus, which you'll hear. And then we started doing it more too, like in Jade. That is completely that way for
Yeah.
pretty much the whole song. And hopefully we'll be. And then we just wrote another one that we'll do in another Morning Breath that's kind of similar to this as well. So
Yeah.
it's just kind of a direction we wanted to go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a breakup song, so I have lots of those. Lots of different boyfriends that didn't work out.
Cool.
At least I got this out of it, right?
Right.
I'm gonna do my best to sing it. My voice is shot. We just did 4
Yeah.
gigs in a row.
We've
You can
been
probably
doing some long gigs. So.
awesome raspy natural rasp. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for listening to our rant today.
Yeah. So without further ado, pencil and pen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Erase this poem from my mind. I don't wanna know its rhyme, like I never knew it wasn't love. All these lines all blur the same, no matter how I turn the page. Lover, if you could close it shut, like I never was written, like I never was printed. I'm already so heavy, I didn't need your land. You wrote it in pencil, and I read it in pen. If you weren't ready, that's what you should have said. But you just wrote in pencil instead. I read it in pen. Watch your letters fly away off on a paper airplane with the words you threw into the gray. Like I was black and white, like you were doing me right. I'm already so heavy, I didn't need your lead. You wrote it in pencil, and I read it in pen. If you weren't ready, it's what you should have said. But you just wrote in pencil instead. I read it in pen. I'm already so heavy, I didn't need your lead. You wrote it in pencil, and I read it in pen. I'm already so heavy, I didn't need your lead. You wrote it in pencil, and I read it in pen. If you were Jewel just wrote in pencil. Instead, I read it in pen. I only screwed up once.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Nice. You'll hear it. You'll hear it when you start mixing this thing.
Okay.
All right, we want to give a big thank you to Josh, to the police officers of La Jolla, and to the whales.
And to the ocean.
Yes, definitely. Always
a good
to the
backdrop.
ocean. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Twitter, whatnot. And we really appreciate any support we can get. So if you could go on to patreon.com/Whitherward and pledge just $1 so we can continue making these videos for you. That'd be great. Otherwise, you know, we still post them on YouTube for everyone to enjoy at the same time. So we thank you. Thanks, California. We'll see you tomorrow in Phoenix.
Thanks.